All right, well, thank you, David. And now, I cannot get this segment started without a Go Green.
Go White.
That's right. We know that Spartan pride, it runs very, very deep. And today, we have Gabe Viscomi, who's going to tell us exactly why. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for joining us here today. Let me tell you, I didn't even wear the green and white on purpose. That was a complete accident. But so great that we did and that you're here today, because as the creator of Nudge Printing, I want you to tell us what exactly are you doing with MSU?
Yeah, so my wife and I started Nudge Printing back in 2011.
Okay.
And we have a license, we're alumni, and we pretty much make all Michigan State gear for hats and t-shirts and
sweatshirts,
jackets.
quarter zips, some hats, some decals, everything we'll get into. 2011, a long time coming though.
Yeah, well, we started as like a side thing,
Uh-huh.
and then that slowly became our full-time gig.
I love that. I like when that side thing eventually becomes the main gig, because a lot of times that's your passion project. And when you finally get a chance to go full force with it, it just feels so much better.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not working like 5 to 10 p.m. every day.
Okay, exactly. Well, I'd be glad too. But talk to us about, why did you want to involve Spartan fans exactly with the logos and with the shirts and the apparel that you have here?
Yeah, so we've been like posting on Twitter and Instagram a lot, really looking for feedback from actual Spartans.
Yeah.
And really it came out of like, I used to make designs that I thought were cool.
Yep.
And then I would spend all this time and energy and money making them, and then people weren't interested. So now I totally forget that. And I make designs and I'll post them online. I'm looking for feedback. So really, I mean, actual Spartans are contributing to the way everything looks, whether it's a hat or a t-shirt or anything.
Yeah, and that's a really powerful thing to do, to kind of put your work out there and say, hey, everybody, give me feedback. Give me constructive criticism, because a lot of people like to give the criticism, but they like to leave the constructive part out of there.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I would much rather have something that people actually want.
Yeah, that is awesome. And I know a lot of people want everything we have here. Some of your posts have actually gone viral. You may have seen them online on Twitter. But tell me, what's been the best compliment that you've actually gotten from somebody when you were asking for feedback?
You know, the best compliment I've got recently is on our hats.
Yeah.
Saying that they're good, if not better than like major players.
Look at that.
Like, you know,
okay.
like the actual, and so we have them all like custom made.
Yeah, and take a look at the inside as well. I love the designs, and I love what you've come up with here too. I love that green, love that white. Look at that. Now, show us a lot of the other apparel that you've brought here today. Tell us what else is a popular piece.
Yeah, so this is one that we did most recently.
Yeah, that March Madness.
Yeah, so we had basketball, and we did, you know, this kind of like retro rubber hose is what it's called, design.
Okay.
That people really liked. And of course, we've got jackets. Our biggest seller is always Rough Sparty.
Rough Sparty. Oh.
Yeah, so this guy right
I
here.
like that one. That is awesome. And take a look at that logo right here on the screen. Isn't that amazing? That is awesome.
So we actually embroidered that right in, our shop is in Portland, Michigan.
Yeah.
So about 30 minutes outside of campus, this is all done at our shop.
Like that, made in Michigan, right here. That's how you know you're a true Spartan. And you got the real Spartan feeling in there too. And then also you have really great material. How did you go about choosing something that you knew would be durable too?
Yeah, so when we first started doing t-shirts, I went online and I bought 300 different shirts from different manufacturers.
Okay.
And my wife and I looked through them. I tried each one on, and I was like, nope, nope, nope. Okay, this one's good. And we just narrowed it down to the one that we like the best.
Wow. But
And
you started with 300 shirts.
Yes.
Wow.
So we tried everything, and we got to the one that we want. That's what we actually get the most compliments on.
Okay.
Is the quality of it. So they're all cotton polyester blends, super nice. They fit nice.
Yeah, they do. That trial and error, the fact that you wanted to do that, but that just shows you how committed you are to your craft too as well. And just tell me, what does it mean when you have that school pride, when you get to go somewhere, especially to a different city, and you get to wear that Spartan logo, you got Sparty on there? What does that school pride mean to you?
You know, I like being part of the community.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun. I love watching like the games online, and it'll pan through the crowd, and it's like, oh, pause it. Like, oh, look, there's our shirt, there's our hat.
Wow.
And that type of stuff is really cool. Yeah. And I just love the community aspects.
That's right, especially when you find that community outside in a different city. But of course, we've got a lot of MSU gear here, but you work with other schools too as well. Just really quick, tell us what logos we can find.
Yeah, so we have 50 universities that we work with. A lot of those are in-house, like, in-state, so like Grand Valley, Central. We do not do U of M. We are a Michigan State shop. But yeah, so we've got about 50 of them.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gabe. And if you want to nudge Gabe or you want to work with him in your school, take a look at his information. It is listed below. But thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
But before we head into break, Colton.